Hey, what is up, everybody? Wanted to make a quick vlog here, not too long, to talk about the Battlefield 1 beta. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's playing it. The open beta, I guess this would be the second beta for Battlefield. Different map, a new desert map, two modes, Rush and Conquest. So I got to actually play the Battlefield 1 beta all day today. I did a non-stop marathon stream, and I also recorded a lot of the coverage for on demand on my YouTube channel right here. You're actually going to see it. Maybe before this video, or maybe after. It's probably going to be before this video, so go back and watch the coverage. I completely sucked ass, but I had a blast playing it. I have not played a Battlefield game in a long time since, well, Battlefield 4, but I messed around a little bit with Hardline, but Hardline was not my thing. So, Battlefield 1 is really, really good from what I could say, in my opinion, of playing the beta so far. Now, it was interesting because I could have actually played the beta a few days earlier than everybody else, because I did that insider thing and I never got the email, and I'm like emailing them and like, you know, blah blah blah, what's going on, talking to people on Twitter, talking to the actual Battlefield account. I guess what had happened was when they sent me my early access beta key, because I signed up like, I think it was like E3 when the beta was announced, they sent it in my junk mail, and it never came up. It had like an X on it. I actually wound up finding it after, but not a big deal. So today it was officially open to everybody, and I took the whole day to mess with it before I made this video. Now, I am not a huge die-hard player of Battlefield. I've played the Battlefield since the early days, since the beginning, but I'm not like obsessed with the franchise. I'm more like, you know, Call of Duty, Destiny. I like Titanfall, Doom. I like a lot of first-person shooters. But Battlefield was always like, you know, I'll play it today. I'll mess around with it today. I'm terrible at it, because the reason is because I don't spend a lot of time. I mean, there's some people that just do Battlefield and they spend like these massive amounts of time, and they're like phenomenal people. But that never discouraged me from playing a game. If I love the game and enjoy it, then I play it. And to me, Battlefield 1 is the Battlefield I think that's going to really draw me in full time. Like, I may put other games aside, whereas with previous Battlefields, I used to do that to Battlefield. I think Battlefield 1 really is grabbing me, and as horrible as I was at it today, you know, first time playing it, I want to learn it. I want to be good at it. I want to take my time, like I did with Destiny and Overwatch, and I want to take my time, and I want to really, really like spend a lot of time on the retail copy. The map is awesome. The map is huge. We're not talking like Call of Duty here or, you know, Titanfall. We're talking these massive, massive maps where, you know, you've got everything from flying a plane to helping a buddy, you know, on the wing with a turret, to going around on a horse with either a pistol or like a musket or like a sword. You got light tanks. You got heavy tanks. You got these little like Jeep-looking things with turrets behind them. There's a train. There is so much to do. You could go and play an entire match without even going around with a gun like a first-person shooter. This is not your standard first-person shooter. If you've never played a Battlefield game, this is a whole different experience. And I gotta tell you, I played the previous ones. I played, you know, I just got done recently playing Battlefield 4. This is a really true Battlefield game. Now, I noticed a lot of people were saying, oh, well, you know what, it feels like Battlefront. You know what, it actually really does. It feels like Battlefield, it plays like Battlefield, but yeah, it does leave like that Battlefront taste in your mouth. I gotta be honest with you, I had absolutely no problem with the latest Battlefront. I loved it. I thought it was really good. I thought the graphics were drop-dead gorgeous. They are in this game. I mean, there's freaking sand storms. The attention to detail is insane. If you bomb certain parts of the ground, it leaves a crater. You could knock down pillars if you're shooting out of your little tank, and you're like your lightweight tank or heavy tank, and you're shooting like a pillar or a building. It crushes, it comes down. You can see like a sniper fight, like a firefight going on in the mountains, and you can see like the rocks avalanching and tumbling down, and then there's dust everywhere. Little like details. Yeah, freaking phenomenal. I mean, phenomenal. I mean, I don't know what they did with this engine, but boy, is it unbelievable between what EA and DICE did to this game. It's really well done. Now, listen, the main part of an impressions video is it's an online game to test the online. But listen, this is a beta. So, I don't care how much time you play in a beta, you can't give a definitive answer to a beta, okay? When you get the retail and you spend like a week with the retail on major servers and you're playing with everybody else and it's a regular game and it's not closed or it's not open, it's a retail game, that's when you can really test the online. So because a beta is, you're supposed to anticipate these problems. It really wasn't bad at all for the beta, but there was a problem today. I don't know whether they were DDoS attacked, the servers were shut down. Really an odd thing. I don't think it's the normal way that the servers are going to be handling. It's bad. They seem to clean it up. I noticed a couple hours later, I heard people on Twitter go saying, "Oh, I can get on now. I can get a match," because I was getting match failed for like a whole hour straight of trying. I couldn't get on at all. But they finally cleaned it up. I really don't know what the deal is. Some stupid like 8-year-old squad or whatever they call themselves, a bunch of kids in a basement were messing around. I used to do it when I was a kid. My little cousin does that. They're hackers. The mainstream media is calling them these, hackers or taking down the servers. Whatever. Whatever floats your boat. But I don't know if that's what it is or if EA just fucked up the servers. Whatever. But the servers were a mess today. But here's the thing. When the servers were up, they were working great. I actually had no problems. When the servers were back on, I had no, getting kicked out of a match. I had no server or match error fail. I had full complete matches. They ran well. Frame rate was really decent, not bad at all. Even with, all the action going on at once, and the freaking cannons, and the people on the horses, and the avalanches, and the sand. I didn't see. I'm playing on PlayStation 4. I didn't see any frame drops. I was happy with it. I'm not one of these nitpickers that read numbers, and I'm from the old days. I'm from the old PC days, we never worried about shit like that. We just used to play a game. We used to play, 8-bit, 16-bit games and fucking have fun with them. So I'm not a nitpicker. But as far as my experience, and this being a beta, I had no problems at all. I had a blast with it. I was streaming it today. Like I said, I got the on-demand videos on YouTube. And what I did was, if you notice, I don't try to play like professionally, like upload my best matches. That's not what Marion J. Waite's about. I play real raw gameplay, and I put up what I do. I don't edit stuff out. Basically, what I did was I didn't put up videos to show off. I put up videos to show the different parts of the game. So in my coverage of the beta, I showed some of the airplanes. I showed some of the horses. I showed some of the tanks. Oh, and I also did each mode. I did the rush mode. I did the conquest mode where you hold down the bases and the flags. All out 64 players. Freaking phenomenal. Really technically, this game is really a technical feat. It's really a next-gen game if you really think about it, whether you like Battlefield or not, or you had a bad taste with this beta because of the server problems. This is a really technical feat, and actually, this is doing something that a lot of games didn't really do before, or as good. Games may have, tried to do what this game is doing, but I think they really got something here. I think this game is going to be really good when it comes out to full retail. I'll definitely be covering it on the channel with full commentary, playing it with you guys. And I definitely want to add it to my mix of gameplay on Marion J. Waite because I really think it's that good of a game. Is it anything groundbreaking? Is it doing something that, you've never done before in a game? No. But what it's doing really good. And I like it that it's not your just regular, everyday, average Joe, first-person shooter. Go around a small map and just kill people. No. This is a thinking man's game. You got to have a strategy. You got the sniper guys up there. You got your tank. You got your horse. Planes are a bitch to maneuver, but once you get the hang of it, You got to really build strategies with your team, and that's what I like about Battlefield. Battlefield 1 does that. Even better so than I think a lot of the previous Battlefield games did. So, really good. Like I said, hopefully the matchmaking gets better. But once it cleared up, I didn't have any problems at all. I was able to get into matches. The wait time wasn't that long. Again, we're talking about a beta here. When I do one of these impressions videos after a week or so after the retail, then we got a whole different playing field. But for now, from what I played on the beta, I liked it. I thought it was really good. So I'll definitely be checking out the retail. One thing, I'm a sucker for these betas because these betas really pull me in. Not that I wasn't going to buy Battlefield 1, but with everything else going on, it was like, when am I going to have time to check this out with everything else, coming out? I'm definitely going to make this a week straight of just Battlefield because I think the game is that good. And I definitely want to take my time to really learn it, learn the strategies, learn the best ways to use the plane, the tank, the horse, and not get wrecked all the time. But that's practice, That comes with time and dedication. And I hoped for this to be the first Battlefield where I actually take the time and learn the game because I think it's that good. Anything else? Yeah, the different classes. Again, for my YouTube coverage, I did try to do all the vehicles. I tried to do each mode. I tried to do each class. All coverage for you guys. Not to show how professional I am and how good I am. It's to show you guys the coverage of the game. That's what when I put videos out, that's what it's about. Whether I'm terrible at them, you guys figure out the game, and you guys get to see the features of the game. We tried Assault, we tried Medic, we tried Support, we tried Scout. I'm kind of leaning towards, I'm a Scout guy, and I'm an Assault guy. And I like the tank. I like the lightweight tank. So I'm finding my niche. I'm finding my little thing that I'm going to, practice in on, like my main strategy there. And then eventually, once I get good at that, I'll start, going off to other things, like messing around with the planes, messing around with the medic class. But I think I'm going to stick with the Assault and Scout for now and the lightweight tanks. I do like the horses, but they're a little bit, a little rough to handle. They're kind of clunky. But that might just be me. That might be me, not really used to them. Don't forget, I just got dropped right into the beta. And so all this stuff I have to sync all this stuff in. But I'm having a blast with it, and at the end of the day, when I play games, the number one thing is, are you having fun? Is it frustrating? It's frustrating, because I'm learning everything at the same time and dealing with server issues and dealing with whatever. But, that'll all get fixed, and I'll get used to the game, and I'll feel more comfortable with it, and then I think I'm going to have an absolute blast. So my impressions of Battlefield 1 beta, I think it's really good. And don't take my word for it. Take my gameplay for it. Check my coverage out. I'm going to be streaming this. I'm going to be probably playing it a lot more until the beta ends. I know according to the official Battlefield Twitter account, they says that it's not official yet when the beta is going to end. Everybody's asking, like 1,000 people are asking on Twitter. I don't understand, how you don't know this information and why you're not announcing it. I guess the big question is that people want it to be extended for a day because of all the problems that they had today with the servers being down. So, will they give them an extra day on the beta? You probably will never know, because even if they do, you never knew the original end date anyway. So, but I'll be playing it until it ends, just like I did with Titanfall 2. Just like I'm doing with Neo right now. I will play the beta until it ends, because then we probably have to wait all the way to the release. So we're not going to be playing it anytime soon. So I will definitely be checking more of this beta out. And I love the map, by the way. The map is so much better than the first map in the first beta. So, very cool. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for checking out my Battlefield 1 impressions. Check the gameplay out. Check future videos on Murray NJ08. We're going to be having a lot these next couple months with all these big releases. I hope to cover as many as I can and to give you guys full coverage of all the releases and information. Take care, and I'll see you on the next Murray NJ08 video.